too. I know that it's almost a mission impossible to try to teach younger people all over the world something about a time that workers all over the world really believed that they could stretch out their hands to one another and work together for a better world.
Arise, ye prisoners of starvation, arise, ye wretched of the earth, for justice.
The first time I heard it, I was thinking to myself, this is kind of corny. We have a group song, you know, that's the first thing that went through my mind. Second time I heard it, I heard the words and understood what was going on and what the thoughts were. And now when I hear it, I have 50 different images that run through my mind. I may be thinking about the Abraham Lincoln brigades fighting fascists in Spain. I may be thinking about the people in Chiapas. I may be thinking about people in Virginia or elsewhere that are fighting for justice. That song, you know, gave them strength. It gave them a feeling of being connected with generations before them and with their brothers and sisters in other countries.
I don't think any students who sing Internationale on Tiananmen Square were thinking about communism or socialism. I think we're singing Internationale to reassure ourselves, to feel that we're part of a greater, larger, perpetual human movement towards perfection. I never paid much attention to the word of Internationale, but the melody of the song always caused me into a very special mood. And for a long time, I was thinking what it is, and I think I sort of know it now. I think it captures the essence of the traditional Chinese thought, which is Confucianism, and their convictions of fighting for what you believed in. And if necessarily, they also need to sacrifice themselves. And their sacrifice will be rewarded in history.
Let no one build walls to divide us, walls of hatred nor walls of stone. Come greet the dawn and stand beside us. We'll live together or we'll die alone.
I came to write a new version of the Internationale after being encouraged by Pete Seeger at the Vancouver Folk Festival. This was in 1989, just after the Tiananmen Square episode. And we were all aware that the Chinese students had sang the International in Tiananmen Square, and that's why he wanted to sing it at the folk festival. So I said, well, I'd love to come and sing with the people. I know the British lyrics, which are different, and also they're very archaic to sing. I mean, it is an old song. It's a very old song, but it's picked up a lot of baggage on the way. You know, the baggage of state communism. But I have argued with people that it's the baggage that we need to get rid of and not the actual spirit of the song itself. So with this idea, I wrote a few more verses.
Stand up, all victims of oppression, for the tyrants fear your might. Don't cling so hard to your possessions, for you have nothing if you have no rights. Let racist ignorance be ended.
I think we're at a time now in our politics where we, in an interesting position where it's down to this generation to redefine what socialism and what communism means in a post-Marxist sense. And I think re-evaluating the old culture is important. And when we find something that still has meaning as almost as an icon, the Internationale, I think it's a good time to perhaps take it away from being an icon and put some new lyrics on it and see if it can translate into the 21st century.
Comrades, come rally, for this is the time and place. The international ideal unites the human race.
All one has to do is look around the world today at an economy that is in crisis everywhere in the world to know that those struggles haven't stopped, that the shape of those struggles continues as a fierce struggle for justice. And as long as that struggle is there, and it will be there, the dream of a world in which man's exploitation of man will end, when the inhumanity of humans to humans will cease, when oppression will disappear, is the strongest dream. And unless one dreams beautiful dreams, one lives a very dismal life. But that there will someday be again a movement throughout the world that stands up and says, we are for a world in which
If there's a world here 100 years from now, I'm not sure there will be. If there's a world here, this song will be part of that world. And the socialist dreams of making one world out of many peoples in some way will have to come to pass.